Welcome to How They Did It, a show where we take a look at the daily lives of our ancestors. Now, typically we focus on how humans have experienced the roller coaster of history, but today I figured we'd include a special guest who's been with us through thick and thin over the years. Man's best friend. For millennia, dogs have watched as we curiously changed tongue and appearance. But whatever the situation, they've always been by our sides, ready for adventures or napping. Today, we'll be taking a look at the lives of pet dogs in ancient Rome. When we peer back into antiquity, we can find all kinds of dogs appearing in literature, mythology, and artwork. Just as today, they came in many shapes, sizes, and colors. Though these would have seemed familiar to us, it's important to remember that there were indeed differences, as many of the modern breeds we commonly interact with today only date back a few centuries. Dog breeds in the past can be categorized by the various roles they filled. These included prominent types such as hunting dogs, guard dogs, house dogs, and lap dogs. The list goes on to include a wide range of other roles such as herders, workers, entertainers, and fighters. The Roman writer Gradius provides some interesting details on what we might expect on this front. Quote, "Dogs belong to 1,000 lands, and they each have characteristics derived from their origin. The Median dog, though undisciplined, is a great fighter, and great glory exalts the far distant Celtic dogs. Those of the Galloni, on the other hand, shirk a combat and dislike fighting, but they have wise instincts. The Persian is quick in both respects. Some rear Mastiff dogs, a breed of unmanageable ferocity, but the Lycaonians, on the other hand, are easy-tempered and big in limb. The Hyrcanian dog, however, is not content with all the energy belonging to his stock. The females of their own kind will seek unions with wild beasts in the woods. And what if you visit the straits of the Morini, tide swept by a wayward sea, and choose to penetrate even among the Britons? Oh, how great your reward, how great your gain beyond any outlays. If you are not bent on looks and deceptive graces, at any rate, when serious work has come, when bravery must be shown, and the impetuous war god calls in the utmost hazard, then you could not admire the renowned Molossians so much." Apparently, one of the most popular breeds was a Miletan. This was a small, fluffy lap dog with a fox-like pointed nose, upright triangular ears, and a tail curled up over its back, similar to modern-day miniature Spitz types dogs. Though cute and cuddly, we hear several authors complain that such spoiled toy dogs could be badly behaved and quite yappy. When it came to raising one of the available breeds, your average Roman would go through many of the same steps as we do today. One of the most important first steps would be to name a new puppy. For context, we can turn to the writings of the famous Greek historian Xenophon. He maintains that the best names were short, just 1 or 2 syllables, so that the dog can easily be called. As suitable names, he lists 46, which include such popular choices as Lurcher, Whitey, Blackie, Tawny, Blue, Blossom, Keeper, Fencer, Butcher, Spoiler, Hasty, Hurry, Stubborn, Yelp, Tracker, Dash, Happy, Jolly, Trooper, Rockdove, Growler, Fury, Riot, Lance, Pellmell, Plucky, Killer, Crafty, Swift, and Dagger. Some others mentioned by the poet Ovid include Barker, Whirlwind, Storm, Bear, Greedy, Deerslayer, Shaggy, and Spot. Once a dog was named, it would be trained. Many basic commands were likely taught, such as sit, stay, come, and heel. Additional skills were then taught based on the dog's specific role. Hunting dogs, for instance, would be trained to work as a team and return small prey undamaged. Guard dogs would be trained to bark and growl at intruders, and lap dogs would be trained to perform a wide range of amusing tricks for entertainment. Whatever the training, it was recommended that dogs be rewarded, either in the form of food or praise. The historian Arrian states that one should pat one's dog, caress its head by pulling gently on the ears, and speak its name along with a hearty word or two. Good boy. Good girl. But of course, these activities were just a small part of a dog's life. Much of their time was spent doing things we'd be familiar with today. Going for walks, chasing animals, begging for food, getting in trouble, playing fetch, cuddling, and taking long naps. Really, things haven't changed so much since then. Just as today, People and dogs formed close bonds that lasted a lifetime. The passing of a pet could take quite the toll, and we have many records of individuals grieving for the loss of their companion. What I find particularly touching are the tombs and epitaphs left in remembrance of these loved ones. I'll read you a selection that I find quite touching. To Helena, foster child, soul without comparison, and deserving of praise. Mia, never barked without reason, but now he is silent. My eyes were wet with tears, our little dog, when I bore you to the grave. So Patricus, never again shall you give me 1,000 kisses. Never can you be contentedly in my lap. In sadness have I buried you, and you deservest. In a resting place of marble, I have put you for all time by the side of my shade. In your qualities, you were sagacious as a human being. Ah me, what a loved companion we have lost. Here the stone says it holds the white dog from Melita, the most faithful guardian of Eumelus. Bull they called him while he was yet alive, but now his voice is imprisoned in the silent pathways of the night. You who pass by, if you see this monument, laugh not, I pray, though it is a dog's grave. Tears fell for me, and dust was heaped above me by a master's hand. I am in tears while carrying you to your last resting place, as much as I rejoiced when bringing you home in my own hands 15 years ago. I'll admit, reading these passages for the first time brought tears to my eyes. I lost a dog of my own not too long ago, and I can viscerally feel the sorrow carved into each and every word. But at the same time, I have to appreciate that this shared loss puts me in touch with someone from thousands of years ago to a degree that is really impossible any other way. I think we all too often see the past as cold, remote, and even inhuman. I hope that in this video, I've been able to shed some light on the universality of the human experience, and in particular, celebrate a friendship that transcends time. I'd like to thank our supporters on Patreon who made this video possible, and our artist Bev Johnson for her fantastic illustrations. Please consider contributing to fund future content. If you found this topic interesting, check out these related videos about our fascinating past. Be sure to like and subscribe for more history, and check out our description for ways to support the channel. Thanks for watching.